Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We need to start with the chapter data and graphs. The lessons we are going to cover today are interpret pictographs, create pictographs, choose the best type of graph, and interpret line graphs. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Then on the chapter on right now data and graphs. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is interpret pictographs. So look at the pictograph. Each computer equal to a web pages. How many web pages does brain used? So brain here is brain, right? So one system is equal to two web pages. So 2 plus 2, which is the correct option is 4. Full and but it all looks like same, right? Let's just look at the pictograph. Each tick equals 5 votes. How many electoral votes did Uta have? So he have only one tick, right? So that means he can have 5 votes. So only one tick, right? And one tick equals 5. So that means the total electoral vote he have is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 5. Look at the pictograph. How much wind did saline raise? So each equal to, so how many? One, two, three, four, five, six. Each one costs $2. Six times two is 12. Option number one is the correct option. The correct option is 2 times 6 is 12. The correct option is 12. Look at this pictograph. Each shirt equal 5 shirts. How many shirts did Patrick collect? So here is Patrick. He collected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So each shirt equals 5 shirts and 9 plus 5 equals. So the correct option is 45. Option number one is the correct option. Look at the picture. Reliance holds 10 days. How many days of precipitation does Tusa get each year? So which is the correct option? How many days? Okay, Tusa have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 times 9 is 90. The correct option is 90. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Today, let me just move on to next lesson. Next lesson is create pictographs. Let's just start with the lesson. Oh, the lesson is moved to the next. Wait, let's just start with the next lesson that is choose the best type of graph. Which type of graph would you use to show the percentage of students who voted and did not vote in the school council election? So you have to see which graph you are going to use. Then you have to represent the data of the students who voted and who did not voted, right? So the correct option is circle graph. Let's just start with the test questions. Which type of graph would you use to show the number of students in the school was visited? That is circle diagram, pictograph, stem, school plot, stem and leaf plot, and line graph. So when you have to represent the data number of states in each student in the school has visited, that means you can use the stem and leaf plot. When you have so many numbers to represent, you can use stem and leaf plot. Which is the best type of graph to show the number of tickets sold for five different movies? So which is the correct option? Which is the best type of graph to show the number of tickets sold for five different movies? So five different movies, right? Then that can be showed by using the double bar graph. Option number two is the correct one. Oh, bar graph it is. Double bar graph you can use when you have to compare things, right? So that is a bar graph, okay? Which type of graph would best show the number of green, red, and purple pieces of chalk sold if chalk comes in box of 20 pieces? So which is the correct option? Red, green, purple pieces of chalk. If total, okay, so that can be represented by line graph. Option number two is the correct option. That is why pictograph. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, because you have to represent the color, so that can be represented by pictograph. So the correct option is pictograph. Which is the best type of graph that show the number of students who play each instrument? So which is the correct option? Which is the best type of graph to show the number of students who play each instrument? Okay, that is line graph. Option number one is the correct option, that is line graph, because that is each instrument should be represented by the line graph. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Wait a minute, let me just move on to next lesson. Interpret line plots. Let's just start with the lesson. For a study on numerical psychology, people were polled about which number between 1 and 5 they like most and why. Which number was said the fewest times. So the one that has the fewest value is the one that is said the fewest times. So one has only two marks. That means one is the number that is said fewest times. Let's just start with the test questions. A tennis fan counted the number of matches won by her favorite player last summer. How many players are there in all? You need to calculate the total players, right? Players, right? So just calculate the outcomes. You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So the total players are 19. Option number 18. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 18. The correct option is option number 1, 18 it is. An Italian restaurant monitored the number of times its regular customer ate pizza last month. How many customers ate pizza more than one time? So you need to add all the values that are more than 10. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just add their outcomes, right? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So the correct option is 29. That means the customers who ate pizza more than one times is 29. Option number 1 is the correct option. For study of numerical psychology, people were told about which number between 1 and 5 they like most and why. Which number was said the fewest times? So which is the correct option? The number that is said by the fewest time is 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. 1 it is. For Earth Day, Belleville High's environmental club trackled, tracked the number of seeds planted by its members. How many members planted exactly one seed? Exactly one seed is planted by two members. The correct option is two. Option number one is the correct option. A dietitian noted the number of apples eaten by his clients last week. How many clients ate fewer than two apples last week? Fewer than two is 0 and 1. Option number two is the correct option. That is two. Mr. Hutchinson, the English teacher, had his students track the number of books they read last month. How many students read at least two books last month? At least two and at most three and four. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. 10, 2 also included 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the correct option is 17. Option number one is the correct option. That is 17. An insurance company compiled the number of doctor visits made by some patients last year. How many patients are there in all? That is 34. Option number one is the correct option. That is 34. As part of a math lab, Richard tracked the number of times his classmates drew a number between 2 and 8. Which number was drawn the most times? That is, the most time is 5. Option number one is the correct option. 5 is the number that is drawn most of the time. So option number one is the correct option. To determine whether people make fewer trips to the movies when the economy is bad, a reporter asked people how many movies they saw in last month. How many people went to the movies fewer than two times? Fewer than two is one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Option number one is the correct option. That is 5 times. The correct option is option number one. That is five. Option number one is the correct option. Personal trainer recorded how many laps each of its clients can ran last week. How many clients ran more than 4 laps? More than four means you need to count the laps that have the 5 laps, right? So how many clients ran 5 laps? More than four is only one value, that is five, right? That is five. Option number one is the correct option. Five it is. Students at Hampton Middle School wrote and submitted poems for a district for the district-wide writing contest. How many students wrote exactly 3 poems? Exactly three. So that is, I think, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the correct option is six. Option number two is the option number one is the correct option. Why don't you guys answer questions? I'm asking you guys keep chatting here. Students at Hampton Middle School wrote and submitted poems for a district-wide writing contest. How many students wrote exactly 3 poems? So, okay, that is six students. Option number one is the correct option. Mr. Chen, the marine biology teacher, asked his students how many times they went to the beach last summer. How many students went to the beach fewer than 2 times? Fewer than two times, so that means one and zero. So option number one is the correct option. That is five times. Option number one is the correct option. A chef kept track of the number of bananas people ate last week in his cafeteria. How many people ate at least one banana last week? At least one banana. At least one, and at most it would be any. So one, two, three. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson today. So we're working on. So we were working on grade six math. The chapter we're working on is data and graphs. The lesson we have covered today are interpret pictographs, choose the best type of graph, and interpret line plots. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil. Please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write down the questions. No question.